What is up, everybody? My name is Hello. Welcome back to this channel. We're doing Codeforces problems in Python. Today, we're going to be doing problem 1328A called as divisibility problem. A very short and simple problem. Let's go ahead and see how we're going to solve this. So let's try to read the question first. You're given two positive integers a and b. In one move, you can increase a by 1. That is, replace a with a plus 1. Basically, increasing a by 1. That's what they mean by the parentheses. But okay, your task is to find the minimum number of moves you need to do in order to make a divisible by b. Okay, so given a number a, you can keep increasing a by a plus 1, just increasing by 1. That is one move. They're asking how many moves do you need to making in order to make a divisible by b. It is possible that you have to make 0 moves, as a is already divisible by b. You have to answer t independent test cases. Okay, so you're going to get input t first, which is the number of test cases, and then you're going to be getting inputs of a and b. You need to find out how much can you increase a by in order to make a divisible by b. Okay, let's understand this problem a bit better with an example, right? So I'm going to take two numbers. This is a and this is b, where a is 13 and b is 9. Okay, now I need to find out how many times I need to add 1 to this number 13 to make it divisible by 9. Now obviously you can find this out by saying, well, 18 minus, so 18 is the closest divisible number after 13. So I'm just going to do 18 minus 13 will give me 5. So basically add 5 gives me 18, which is 5 times adding 1, right? This much all of us know. Now how do you find out what is this number right here? Here we can easily say that it's going to be 18 because 9 is a small number, but that won't be the case always. So how do you find this out? A bit programmatically. Okay, now I hope all of you are aware of this operator right here. This is called as the modulo operator, and this is used, let's say a number 7 percentage 4 will give me the result of what happens when I divide 7 by 4, right? This is 1, 4, 3. This remainder is what I will get as the result when I use the modulo operator. As in, it basically tells me if I subtract this by the remainder, this number that I get will be perfectly divisible by my divisor. Okay, that is what the modulo operator tells me. And now that you know this information, which I assume you know already, but if you didn't know, it's a good thing to learn. We can exploit this to understand how we're going to solve for this problem. Okay, so something to keep in mind is the modulo operator gives 0 as long as it is divisible. Meaning, if I do 18 percentage 9 and I do 9 percentage 9, or I do 27 percentage 9, it is always going to give me the answer 0. Why? Because it gives me the remainder, and the remainder is always 0 since all of them are divisible. Now, what is the difference between 9 and 18? Its next multiple, it's 9, because that's how division works, right? So 9 is the first multiple, then it becomes 18, then it becomes 27. Okay, this much we know. So what we do know is simple. If I am able to find out that this 13, I do a percentage 9 and I get some value 4, right? This is the value I get. That's the remainder is there. 13 percentage 9 is 4. Meaning, if I subtract 4 from 13, I'm going to get 9 or some value which will be divisible by 9. Now, I want to find out the next number which is going to be divisible by 9. It's simple, right? So, I will do whatever value I get here and I will subtract 9 from that. Why? Well, let's work that out, right? So, 9 minus 4 will give me 5. Meaning, if I add 5 to this number, I'm going to get 18, which is why we discussed that 9 plus 9 is going to give me 18 and 18 plus 9 is going to give me 27. So all I need is the value of the divisor and then subtract that from whatever value I am getting from this modulo operation, because the modulo operation tells me what I need to subtract. In order to find what I need to add, I will just subtract this from the divisor itself. So this is what we're going to solve for. We're going to take b, we're going to do minus, and then we're going to do a percentage b. Now this is not the generalized solution. Why? I will tell you, because we have an edge case, and that's what they refer to in the question as well, where they say that it is possible to make 0 moves. And why that makes sense, I'll tell you in a bit. Okay, now let's say I have the numbers 18 and 9 as a and b. If we do our formula, it's going to be 9 minus 18 minus percentage 9, and this value 18 percentage 9 is already 0. So 9 minus 0 will actually give you 9 when it should not give you 9. It should actually give you 0 because this number is already divisible. Why would I need to increase that? So whenever this 18 percentage 9 is equal to 0, just print 0, or go ahead and print our formula that we said right here. Or there's one more neat way we can pull this off. We can just do a percentage b and then do a percentage b to this whole thing, modulo division, which means in even this case going to do 9 percentage 9 and then it'll give you 0. So you can either go with this if statement right here, or if you want to generalize for everything, you can go ahead and do this updated formula right here and it will give you the answer. Let's go ahead and see how this looks like in code so that you're able to understand what we're talking about. Okay, so the first thing to do here is to take t, which is t is equal to into of input, and then you're going to do for underscore in range of t, because we don't really need this I right here. So just put underscore, we're not using those values. Let's go ahead and take a and b, which is equal to list of map of int comma input, right, dot r strip dot split. This part we have discussed already multiple times in this channel, to take input from a space separated integers and then assigning directly to a and b. Then we're going to use our generic formula here, which is simply print, right, b minus, oh sorry, right, so b minus a percentage b, and then that is put a percentage b on the entire thing. When I say percentage, I mean modulo division, guys. That is the formula that we've given here. Let's see if our formula is right. You can see that this test case has passed. I'm going to go ahead and submit the solution as well, so that you guys understand that this solution will work. I don't know what is the problem. 1328A, right? I'm going to go ahead and click the submit button. Well, as you can see, the solution did get accepted. It's very simple code. I hope you're able to understand how we broke that problem down and frame the solution. It's a bit more mathematical. It's a very, very simple concept, but understanding how the modulo operator works. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Until then, bye.